Hey everyone, welcome back to a new video where I am absolutely pumped to share a feature that has been saving me a massive amount of time lately. Today we are diving into Vizard's AI auto-edit tool, specifically focusing on what you should do when the AI doesn't quite get things perfect on the first try. I am going to walk you through my exact workflow for processing long recordings, fixing those occasional AI misfires, and keeping everything looking professional without losing hours of your day. First things first, I always make sure to duplicate my project or create a fresh draft right inside the Vizard platform before I start any real editing work. This is a tiny habit, but by isolating my tweaks in a copy, I ensure that if I mess anything up, I am not accidentally destroying my original master file. With my project copy ready, I always turn off global templates or project presets for this test because I only want this specific instance to change and nothing else. To keep this test fair, I am using two distinct segments from a long recording session, starting with a simple, straightforward clip where the subject is perfectly centered. In this scenario, Vizard's auto-edit works like magic because it easily identifies the energy spikes, trims the dead air, and outputs a vertical clip that is basically plug and play. If your main goal is maximum speed for short-form social content, just hitting that auto button is honestly all you really need to do to get the job done. But let's get real for a second, because in the real world, content is rarely that clean and easy to process. For my second test clip, I intentionally picked something much trickier, featuring a host walking off screen, ducking behind a lectern, and disappearing for a few moments. This is exactly the type of footage where automated systems can get a little confused because the AI is trying to track movement that just isn't consistent. Vizard usually does a great job following audio and visual cues, but sometimes it will drop a key moment or jump to a completely wrong beat in the audio. When I hit auto edit on the second, more complex clip, it initially does a great job of pulling out the key moments, but then the jump happens. You will notice the subject disappears behind a prop, the AI loses focus for a second, or the edit cuts mid-sentence because the audio waveform dips slightly. This is the exact situation where the automatic output needs just a little bit of a human nudge to get everything back on track. There are actually two simple ways to fix this within Vizard, and both are significantly faster than doing the work manually in a complex timeline app. The first option is to simply split and rerun your clip, meaning you find the last good frame where the AI had it right and cut the clip right there. Treat that next piece as its own little job, reset the auto settings for just that chunk, and rerun the auto edit process on that specific segment. I have found that the AI will often reevaluate the context and do a much better job on a shorter, more focused piece of footage. This method is super effective if your editing problem is localized to just one small passage in your otherwise perfect video. The second option is to manually set a focus point, which basically involves using markers or highlight ranges to tell the system what is important. Just scrub to where the subject reappears, drop a focus marker on that exact frame you want prioritized, and then rerun the edit. It essentially tells the model, this is the moment you should center on. And for me, that has been the difference between a shaky crop and a smooth hold. If the marker method still isn't perfect, you can always drag the auto-generated cut points and tweak those in and out trims by hand. The interface makes this incredibly quick, allowing you to slide the handles a few frames to nudge the start or end for a perfect vertical crop. Compared to keyframing every single frame in a traditional NLE, this is a massive time saver for anyone managing multiple videos. Now, full disclosure, you can always go the hardcore manual route if you are doing a high-end commercial that absolutely must be perfect. You can export the auto-edited clip and fine-tune it in programs like Premiere or Resolve, which gives you granular control over every single frame. That works, but it is obviously way more time-consuming than the Vizard workflow, which gets you 90 to 95% of the way there in a fraction of the time. Let me give you a quick play-by-play of how I fixed a problematic segment, starting by scrubbing to the point where the AI lost the subject. I hit the split tool to create two clips, reset the auto parameters on the second part, and added a focus marker on the host's face where they re-emerged. To really polish it, I also added a quick B-roll insert between the two clips, like a short reaction shot, just to hide the transition beautifully. It turned out smooth and clean, and it honestly saved me about 30 to 45 minutes of manual keyframe work compared to my old process. A couple more practical tips. When you are dragging trims, use frame-by-frame scrubbing to get that extra bit of precision you need. Small shifts of just 2 or 4 frames can often fix a weird wobble that looks huge when someone is watching on their mobile device. Also, remember to render a short segment if your preview stutters, because rendering helps you see the final cadence of the video clearly. Don't skip that step if you have added something like a cross dissolve or a smooth cut, because previewing in real time matters for quality control. You will also want to make full use of the scheduling features once your clips are ready, as Vizard's auto schedule and content calendar are where things get powerful. Instead of exporting a folder of clips and manually uploading them one by one, you can set the posting frequency and let the system handle the publishing. For creators who post multiple times a week or even daily, this hands-off automation is an absolute game changer for your workflow. It means you can batch edit for just an hour and have a whole week's worth of high-quality posts go live automatically without you lifting a finger. Now, a quick comparison with other tools. Yes, DaVinci Resolve and Premiere have auto-reframing, and they are great for granular control. But those tools are often tied to desktop workflows and manual keyframes, whereas Vizard is built around the entire creator lifecycle. It does not just edit automatically, it prepares multiple short clips, organizes them, and handles the actual scheduling for you. For many creators, especially solo ones or small teams, that end-to-end flow saves more time and money than any single desktop feature could. If you love having total control, keep using your standard NLEs for high-end projects, but if you want consistency, Vizard is your publishing machine. One last thing, music and audio matter, so I still use audio libraries occasionally to spice up clips and cover a couple of awkward cuts. If you are sponsoring or plugging tools, keep it natural, and a short shout out to the music source is totally fine to keep things transparent. Wrapping up, start by duplicating, try auto first, then split and rerun or set a focus marker if you hit a hiccup in the process. Fine-tune your trims by a few frames, throw in a B-roll if needed, render for a final preview, and drop your clips into the scheduler. You will save hours on routine edits and still maintain complete control whenever something needs that human touch. If you liked this walkthrough, give it a thumbs up, drop a comment below with your worst auto edit fail, or tell me how you solved it. I love hearing the hacks people use, and if you are curious about Vizard, test it on a long video and see how fast you can fill your content calendar. Thanks for watching, take care, and I will catch you in the next one. Have a great day!